Disclaimer, I am not a doctor. I just researched this online and I thought some people learn better by watching videos. Hello my loves, welcome to my channel if you're new around here. My name is Jess, and if you're not new around here, welcome back sweetheart. It's a joy to have your beautiful face here today. Today we're going to be talking about 5 reasons why you might be getting brown discharge. So your uterus is here and your cervix is here. So your discharge comes from here and it exits through your vaginal canal, and your period blood comes from your uterus and that passes through your cervix and through your vagina. It's very interesting actually, I've been learning a bit about it. So the colour of your bloody discharge depends on whether or not the flow of the blood is slow or fast. If your discharge is brown compared to pink, that means that the blood flow is slower, which means it's giving it more time to oxidize. Blood turns brown the longer it oxidizes, basically. So the first reason as to why you might be getting brown discharge is simply because you're about to come on your period or you've just finished your period. So for me, I noticed that I get brown discharge after my period. However, some people notice that they have it before a period as well. When I'm having brown discharge after a period, that's because there's leftover blood coming from my uterus. And if you're getting bloody discharge just before your period and it's still a bit brown, then that's because it's just clearing out what was there your last period, making space for the new period. Hormonal imbalance. So the wonderful hormone that we have called estrogen actually helps to stabilize the endometrial lining. So the endometrial lining, as I've been learning, is the lining of your uterus. The lining is what actually breaks down each month and causes us to have a period. So estrogen actually helps to stabilize the lining, and if estrogen is low, then that means that there's an imbalance, meaning that your endometrial lining could break down in between your periods. So when you're on your period, the uterus is actually tearing up that lining. So the blood that's coming out is actually the lining of your uterus screaming like a bitch. Hence why you get cramps, because your insides are literally shedding. So this could be another reason as to why you're spotting in between your actual periods, but obviously you might not know that you have low estrogen, and there are other reasons as to why you could be spotting, but there are other symptoms of low estrogen that could help you realize that you are actually low in estrogen. You can simply call up your doctor, get a hormone test and see what's going on there, but some symptoms include hot flushes, insomnia, mood swings, difficulty concentrating. How dare you! Frequent UTIs, lack of vaginal lubrication because you could be quite dry inside, so it could also mean that your sex is a bit more painful. The third reason as to why you might be getting brown bloody discharge is simply the wonderful joy of hormonal contraception. Hormonal contraception does fuck up your hormones because it's playing with it. It's doing something that your body doesn't do naturally. Essentially, it's manipulating your reproductive system. So the first few months of you being on hormonal contraception, your body is just trying to adjust. It's just trying to understand what the fuck is going on. If you're still noticing spotting and bloody discharge after 3-4 months, then you should go and get that checked out. The fourth reason as to why you might be getting bloody discharge is something that I never knew about, to be honest, until I'd done the research for this video, but it's called ovulation spotting. Around 5% of menstruating people experience ovulation spotting. I don't really think I have, but now thinking of it, I think I know of people that have done and not known what it is, but been spotting, but also have been around the time of their ovulation. So we ovulate for a couple of days a month, so you could be experiencing spotting around middle of your cycle. So ovulation normally occurs 2 weeks after your cycle starts. So your cycle starts with your period, and then around day 14, around that mark, is when you would experience ovulation. If you don't know when you're experiencing ovulation, there's loads of information about it, but basically your discharge changes to creamy, kind of like egg whites. Ovulation spotting can occur because of the rapid change of hormones around the time of your ovulation. When you're ovulating, there's actually some really cool stuff going on inside your reproductive organs, and so this changes the hormone balance. And for some people, the rapid spike in hormone changes could actually cause you to spot, but it should only last a couple of days. So the fifth reason as to why you're getting brown discharge could be the fact that you might have an ovarian cyst. Now, these are most of the time nothing to worry about and benign and will just go away on their own. However, they can cause you some issues and just some symptoms, and it could be annoying. Most people with ovaries will actually experience at least one ovarian cyst in their life. There is a chance that it could develop and get worse, but it's a small chance. However, if you do think you have one, go and get it checked out as soon as you can. It can cause spotting, abdominal pain, painful bowel movements. Another way to know is if you get pelvic pain, like before your period or during your period. If you're continuing to experience these symptoms and pain and discomfort, then definitely get it checked out. To be honest, get it checked out anyways if you feel like that might be something that you have. It's always good just to get it seen by a doctor. I asked you on Instagram if you've ever experienced brown discharge, and 551 of you said yes and 220 said no. I then asked if you knew why you'd experienced it, and here are some of your responses. Old uterine lining / oxidized blood, I was preggers, it was implantation bleeding, endometriosis, and always around the start or end of a period. Leading up to ovulation can be due to estrogen levels peaking when the egg breaks out of an ovary, after a copper IUD was inserted, and some more. Comment down below anything that you'd like to see from me. Maybe I might make a part 2. Another 5 reasons why you might be getting brown discharge. Let me know if you'd like to see that in the comments below. Or let me know if there's anything else you would like me to research and put it in video form for your enjoyment. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful day and a wonderful life, and I'll see you very soon. Much love. Peace.